Everybody, welcome to the Pizza Pet Show, where myself and my co-host Brian have been updating you guys since the very first day of Pizza Pets when they were airdropped in your wallet. Actually, long before that, we've been going over gameplay. We've been keeping our pets alive, strategizing different. We've went through so many different waves. We've went from pets being $10 a piece to pets being $600 a piece. Lots of emotions, lots of dead pets, even on this show. In this episode, particularly, we're going to talk about the auctions. There are 3 Pizza Pet Pulverizer auctions, and there are 3 being given away. The 3 auctions, 2 out of the 3 already ended. We're going to look at those specifically in this video because we weren't able to go live yesterday. We're going to look at the first auction, which is the yellow. The second auction, which just ended, which is the white. And then finally, the black auction just started. With all that being said, how's it going today, Brian?
Doing really well, man. This stuff is getting really exciting with these auctions. I mean, as if it wasn't exciting enough with all the gameplay, and everything we've been doing and learning about Bitcoin and just like the game in general. Now it's been ramped up by this whole process. So I think it's just going to get more and more fun from here.
Yeah, definitely. And as we've discussed many of times, these pulverizers have a disclaimer of like they're likely to get harder, which is a good thing for the pulverizer owners, because if the pulverizers make it to where the game is harder, then they have, more value to the holder because like they're able to kind of interrupt the flow of Pizza Pets and make people sweat a little bit more. But as of phase 1, we know exactly what they do. We're not going to go over that in this video. Matter of fact, I did an explainer video that was actually shared on the Pizza Pets account. If you want to check it out, talking about these auctions and talking about how to avoid the pulverizers and all of that. We're not going to look at that specifically in this video. I want to look at the auction results. So the first each of these auctions are 24 hours long. The first one, I watched the bidding war up until the very last minute. It landed at a 0.26 BTC auction. How does that first one, how did that meet your expectations of what you were expecting, Brian?
Honestly, I didn't really know what to expect. But I think this one really kind of like set the level or the bar, and obviously the next one has gone up from there. We'll get to it in a minute, but it's going to be kind of crazy how it just evolves from here. But I think any way you spin it, 0.26 BTC, that is pretty crazy to think about with Bitcoin being close to 100K right now. So yeah.
Yeah, we have to mention the fact that Bitcoin just bounced. I mean, we were as low as 91, 92, and Bitcoin broke 98K again today. So that's awesome.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Got some pretty good tax news that I won't talk about in this video. We got Informed Mint saying win 50 SPF lotion. That would be funny to have like different types of lotion to avoid the pulverizers. But yeah, so yellow auction. Yellow one was my favorite aesthetically. Like I just like the looks of it. We talked about it's like kind of has that traditional pineapple feel. These are all one of one by Boozy. These all obviously have the utility of adding to the game theory. So yeah, I mean, I think that went great. And the white one just ended. The white one I was watching, and if you've ever watched auctions before, this is really for everything, not just like ordinals or whatever. Auctions get heated the last like few minutes. I mean, the last like 10 minutes, that's like you almost can't even base what you think the auction is going to be on the first 23 hours of a one-day auction, because everybody's going to wait until the last like few minutes. And that's exactly what happened, this like back and forth. Well, the final auction of results for this white pulverizer, it sold for 0.44 BTC. That's almost half a Bitcoin somebody paid for this. This one, what is the most powerful pulverizer? It's also I'm saying this from my perspective. Well, it's objectively the most powerful pulverizer. The next thing is from my perspective, not from the Pizza Ninjas or Pizza Pets perspective, is that like it is closely associated with Ralph. I've noticed like a lot of Ralph. If you go over to Ralph's
the
Twitter,
videos.
yeah, the videos, a lot of times he has this white pineapple. And again, I'm just saying this from my perspective. I'm not saying this from the actual lore or anything else perspective, but like you even got it in this video. Let's see.
The white pineapple pulverizer.
So that was just a clip from the video. Now he did other pulverizers as well. He also had a while back. Yeah, here's him.
Yeah, the photo. His selfie.
So maybe I just noticed that too much, but I mean, it makes sense that Ralph would want the most powerful pulverizer. But yeah, so that one did just sell for 0.44 BTC, which is incredible to see. Here we are alive right here. And yeah, so I mean, it's super cool. So currently, the final one is live on Magic Eden. You can actually go place a bid right now. It's the Black Pineapple. Dude, did it start off? It started off 0.2. It started off hot.
Wow.
I didn't even notice that.
Oh man.
That thing started off hot. It started off like 0.06 under the first one. So I wrote this again from my personal perspective. I don't like talking about like too much speculation when it comes to price as part of the team. This is just my personal perspective on it. Was like the white one, the first one yellow went for 0.26, and then the white one went for 0.44. So from my perspective, that kind of also possibly changes the value of the first one because it's not listed, right? So it's like now you only have two to go off of, which are pretty different in price. So it is going to factor into this third one. That's probably why the auction started off so hot with a 0.2 bid.
Do you know the recharge on the black one off the top of your head? Is it? I know you said the white one is more, or it's a shorter time frame, right? That's what makes it more powerful is the recharge period, right?
Let's go into the mega thread and just find out for sure. That way I'm not guessing here.
Yeah, well, while you're finding that, I got to say, I mean, I'm a member of Team Ninja Alerts, but as soon as I saw this white pineapple, man, I don't know. Like, I heard Taha say the other day that he was Team Ninja Alerts and he's jumped ship to Team Ralph. I don't know how he did that because it just put us in there automatically. I don't know if he like petitioned the team and they switched him to the Team Ralph chat or what's going on, but I maintain like my bias to this white pineapple because the skull, and massive bias, I'll admit it. But just had to interject with that little thing. I love that art. So Boozy, I mean, you did a really good job on that for sure.
Heck yeah, man. I mean, that's possibly why it was valued, the most as well.
Cool looking.
So here's the mega thread that I talk about. It talks about the distribution method. Just a reminder that 3 of these pineapples are going to go out to the community. So, I mean, that's massive value being handed out to the community, which is like the one who discovers Ralph's seed phrase, Discord raffle to Team Ralph or Team Ninja Alerts, and the address with the greatest number of dead pets, which is possibly what converted Taha from Team Ninja Alerts.
Well, Trevor just said he thinks he was always Team Ralph. So maybe this is Taha's like lore he's developing. Remember how we're kind of like wondering what's reality, what's this lore that he's developing with all of the moves that he's making and all the efforts and stuff. So
maybe he was like quietly Team Ralph, and he definitely had a villain arc when a lot of his pets died. Because so like he had a lot of pets die in a short amount of time, and like the day after that, he's just like, I am all Team Ralph. It went from like, maybe he was Team Ralph, but like, he's just kind of like indifferent about it to like, all right, I get it. This is why he wants to kill all the pizza pets. And I mean, I won't be surprised if Taha is in running with the address with the greatest number of dead pets. So that's going to be interesting to see a very public figure with the pizza pets as he's been making content. He's been making guides. He's been very outspoken about it. Have his hand on one of these pineapples. I watched somebody today, it might have even been Trevor, saying like, if all of these pineapples got together and like coordinated it to where like it was like a 24-hour thing, would be crazy. We got Scotch Fox saying, greetings lads, what's up Scotch Fox, what's up digital, freaking loving pizza pets, Duckin saying hi all. So yeah, man, I mean, this has been incredible to watch for these pizza pet pulverizers. I've watched the last 2 auctions down to the wire. I watched some people that like barely got outbid the last few minutes. The first one, so let's talk about this because we haven't been able to yet. The first one actually went into the hands of a project that bought it, and that was Pipe Aliens. And I went and did a little bit of diligence on Pipe Aliens. They actually they bought aggressively pizza pets as well. So they actually own what I saw. I don't know if it currently is still this, but they went and bought like almost 1% of the pizza pet supply. Yeah. They said this, when everyone was trying to sell pizza pets for a $30 to $50 profit, they were saying it's time to buy. So they proudly hold 1% of the supply. That's proclaimed by them. And then they won the auction to pulverize. Well, they took it a step further, and I don't exactly know what they're doing with this, but it looks like they're gating to the Pulverizer owners to the alien walls. So it looks like they have some sort of telegram or chat coming up with Pipe aliens. And I want to say they even gave some further lore on that. So they're doing a pretty coordinated attack here, which is kind of what was sort of what I was expecting. But very interesting to see what they're doing with it.
Yeah, I mean, like so many ninja holders have been doing stuff together, but it's not just ninjas holders, it's everyone playing the game. Like it's so awesome to see another community go like collectively in on this and do this as a group, and to see all that type of collaboration happen. It's not just ninjas. I mean, this is awesome. It's cool.
You love to see it, man. Like literally projects getting in on the game, on the fun, on the like all the game theory particularly. Because I mean the Pulverizer owners, they have like the greatest potential to like shake the game up, right? Like it's literally like the almost the villain in the game. It kind of reminds me of like a Mario Party where like some of the people are like the bad guys on one of the mini games and they get to like disrupt everybody else. Obviously it's a little bit different than that, but yeah, and I actually don't know if we know who won the white one yet. Like it looks like the winner owns a full set. I saw this earlier. The winner owns a full set of the Pizza Pets Evolutions. I don't know where that was shared at. I think maybe Trevor shared it, but he didn't post it
from him.
Yeah, here it is. So the winner of the white one owns a full set of Immortal Pets. That's interesting. So I wonder if breeding Immortal Pizza Pets will spawn Immortal Pizza Pet babies in the future. So yeah, I don't like that's they're definitely again somebody who's deeply rooted to the game and the game theory as well as probably the third. And they also won the bid by like they just came in. We're just like we're gonna win this. Nobody's gonna outbid us. But man, that's just like. Between that, which was super exciting to watch, and then like this one just starting off point 2 is crazy, man. Like that was like somebody's just making a statement. Let's see if we can track who this is. Nah. But anyways, it's just it's super cool to see. And this one has 21 hours left. Like I said, at the end, you'll really see everything ramping up with like bids coming in. And yeah, man, I mean,
for sure. And then it's on to the rest, the giveaways and stuff. And I think just one puzzle has come out for the 22nd word for the seed phrase. So we have 2 more coming. I'm not sure the schedule on all that kind of stuff, but something for people to look out if you've really been digging into the seed phrases and that kind of type of stuff from the mini game and Ralph and stuff.
Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, we are keeping this one a little shorter, but I do want you guys to check out. We've already showed the new dashboard a few times. I don't know if we've showed it since we've updated the actual like pulverizers on there. So I do want to go ahead and show you that if you haven't checked yourself. Let me go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to stop sharing the screen and share a different one. Let's see. Here we go. So if you go to the dashboard and you look down here, you can see the pulverizers, and it just says whether they're inactive or active. So that'll help you too, if you're looking on the dashboard and trying to figure out like what's going on. And
I haven't seen this. And they put bars in for all the different stats of the stages and things like that. Yep. This just keeps improving more and more. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. The tech's getting better and better. So really cool to see this going through. Have a lot more data here to work with. Make sure to take care of your pets. I think I don't know.
And lotion is added. I see lotion's added now that you can.
Lotion is now added. Lotion. Yeah, so it protects you against the pulverizer for 6 hours. Let's talk about that real quick. So this protects you for 36 blocks, which is an estimate of around 6 hours. So if the pulverizer is detonated, you get a 12-hour warning that the bomb is going to go off. Correct me if I'm wrong on this, because a lot of times I might get tripped up on the game theory and I need to know for myself. So you just want to make sure that when that bomb is about to go off, your pet is lotioned up, right?
That's right. Inside of that 36 hours. So it'll be 72 from the time it's, the child is inscribed under it to set the timer. 72 blocks later, it'll go off. So as long as it's under 36, until it's going to go off and you're vulnerable to that color. Say it's the yellow one, and they launch it off whenever it's available, which I think is pretty soon, maybe even later today. So yeah, as long as that is under 36 blocks, for the time that it's gonna detonate, you can use the lotion, inscribe it, and as long as you get it through the mempool and it's shows up in your pet, then you're safe, and you're good to go. So
Let's just be.
yeah.
I still want to get a little bit more clarity for myself and for viewers. Let's say that the people who bought the white, or let's just do one of them. Let's say the yellow pulverizer says detonating right now. What do we do? What's the plan to stay alive?
Detonating right now, as in the blocks are over, or it just was inscribed?
Let's say like months from now, everything's inscribed, but they just choose to detonate it.
Okay, so if they, as soon as they inscribe the child to detonate it, it's on a 72 block timer, and it will go off in 72 blocks. So you have to wait 36 blocks before you inscribe lotion for your yellow vulnerables, and it will show a pineapple inside your pet. That's one thing. If you're vulnerable to yellow pineapples and they detonate the yellow pineapple, it's got 72 blocks before it goes off and pulverizes your pet. Your pet should show a little icon at the top right, I think, with a pineapple showing that the pineapple is going to go off within however many blocks are left. Oh, I can't hear you. You're muted there.
Oh, my bad. I was checking something. So let me make sure that this is right. No, not quite. I was seeing if the unless I'm just getting tripped up here. I know that they're talking about the possible like border color matching the weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's not updated yet.
I think that's in the dashboard. If you went to your pets in the dashboard. That's what I heard, I thought.
Got you. Okay. I wasn't sure because I know there was borders here, but I was just trying to make sure of that on. But yeah, if you wanted to go into your pet and just check this way, literally just click on your pet and click on the like pet stats. Yeah, and then it'll tell you what weakness. So I have a yellow pineapple weakness on this one, meaning I need to get ready if the first pineapple detonates soon.
Yeah. Don't go to bed without making sure that the pineapple hasn't been detonated.
Yeah. There's a lot of things I need to make sure on, but
it should show an icon if it's been detonated. It should show an icon in your pet where the poop shows up, the top right, maybe right below where it shows up.
Sweet. Yeah. Let's address some comments real quick. So we have, let's see. Somebody just saying hi. Somebody was talking about speculation on electrode utility. What happens if the pulverizer owners are friendly and never use the weapon? That's an interesting question.
I can't imagine that would ever happen. But I suppose if it's never detonated, then we'll probably just all be lulled to sleep for like a year or something, and then whatever season it is by then, all of a sudden, people who quit paying attention to that pineapple will lose all their pets. But I have to imagine that everybody's going to use them, just to play the game.
I know. I was about to say, if like you're not going to use it, I feel like you would sell it to somebody that would use it, or you're going to use it. I mean, I guess there's always a possibility of that, right? They have the freedom to do that.
Be a Team Ninja Alert strong.
We're talking about Bitcoin here, but yeah, I mean, you definitely would want to. You see my little laser eyes right here? I managed to keep him alive.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So you can see my strategy right here. I have a lot of pets on LSD still, which I actually need to like make sure are good soon.
Yeah, see how many blocks are left.
Yeah, I kind of lose track of that. Whoops.
Yeah. 2 weeks is a long time for you to kind of forget,
Yeah, but I do. And then I have a couple of pets that I'm just like just pushing across the finish line. I actually am going to probably buy an adult and try to get the adult across the finish line. I need to like keep on looking at secondary prices because my goal for all of Pizza Pets is simple. Again, this is coming from myself, not from the team, not from anything else like that. Is just to get one immortal. All I want is one immortal. I would love 11 immortals. of all different types, but I can't afford it, right? Like, because you know, I got to play it just like you guys do, or I got to buy it just like you do. So it's like I would love 11, but I just want one. But I think I'm gonna get more than one, because like if I buy an adult and get it across the finish line to Immortal, then I'll have that one. But I also really want to get this Electroid one, or not the Electroid. I really want to get this
Laser Eyes.
Laser Eyes across. I don't want any of mine that are currently making good progress to die. So I plan on getting more Immortals, but I want at least one. Like that's like my like one across the finish line. I can take a deep breath. I have one Immortal forever. But I would like more, obviously. I would like all of these that you see to be Immortals.
Mine are at teen stage right now, so I'm still running as fast as I can, racing to the Immortal stage, and I'm only vulnerable to I think it's red and black. So this black one being auctioned right now, I'm gonna have to start paying attention once it closes. But other than that, I don't know. I might race all the way to the finish before anything happens. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Cool, man. I mean, that's pretty much it. I wanted to keep today short and simple. The pulverizers are go. There's a lot of strategy around pulverizers. We've talked a lot about that. I do want to share one more thing before we close out. Here, let me get this screen up and going. Somebody just asked a question too. Let's see. Somebody said, Taha was saying there might be utility for Electroids that's tied to BTC somehow. That's interesting. The smart move would be to load up on white pineapples and then buy the white pulverizer and never use it. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely strategies to this that people are using for sure. Taha was talking about too, not just Taha, but a couple of people, of like making like having different wallets holding like the same pet. That way, you know, like if you have a lot of pets where that makes sense. Like if you have a lot of pets, having like a white pulverizer weakness wallet. That way, you just know that this wallet is, you know, you can load them all up at the same time.
Yeah.
I think that's super smart.
You can rename your accounts. Like if you were using Xverse, you could have separate accounts inside your Xverse and just name them white, vulnerable, or however you want to, based on the colors. So then you just inscribe lotion to all the ones in that wallet. It would make it way easier, that's for sure.
Yes. So that's pretty much it to wrap up today and this work week. Been some awesome content lately. We have one more auction, then it's going to go over to the community giveaways. That's going to be huge. So if you're not in Discord, get in Discord. Just a huge heads up. Ordinals Tokyo is coming up. Of course, the Pizza Ninjas will be spearheading Ordinals Tokyo along with others like Oni, On-Chain Monkey. There are some other Superverse. I think I'm missing one more. But let's see if they're on here. Oh, well, I know Pizza Ninjas and Oni Force for sure. So that is coming up. It's going to be January 17th in Tokyo. Lots of good speakers. If you're anywhere near the area, if you're itching for an event to start off the new year, January 17th. I know that I don't know the exact. The ticket link is actually here. I don't want to speak on tickets yet, but if you're a Pizza Ninja holder, you're going to be taken care of. I'll say that. And yeah, we'll talk more about this next week for sure. But stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for everything coming to Pizza Pets. We'll continue to go live, and we'll see you guys next video. Did I miss anything, Brian?
I don't think so. See you guys. Have a fun weekend. Keep those pets alive.
Keep those pets alive. Have a great